Hello, everyone. I'm back, kind of. I don't look very pretty, but we're going to play with some wax tonight. I'm feeling better. Thank you all of the emails I've gotten and messages and Facebook and stuff like that. I feel better. I'm not 100%. And you know when you're feeling icky and then the evenings are worse than the mornings? That's kind of where we are right now. So aloha, hello. Sam is better. He's still sniffly, and you can probably hear now where I sound like I'm a little congested. I'm congested. I've been living on Mucinex and Tylenol and lots of rest. So that's where we are so far. But I'm feeling better. I'm just not quite 100% yet. So I know we're all friends here, so I didn't get all roofied up today, any of that kind of stuff. We're gonna play the kind of what I was thinking was I would show you guys the new wax melts. And we're gonna melt some wax with the new stampers, and then I think I'm gonna do a bunch of them. And then Monday, I'm going to put them a bunch of them on a card. I think I'm going to do like with the little stamp dies. I think we're going to make some little waxy melts and do some stuff like that. And we're going to play around tonight. So, but I thought it would be fun to come in and chat with you guys and see how vapor rub. Thank you, Irene. I've got the vapor rub out. And then you know those little discs that go in your shower when you take like a hot shower and you just like sniff all the good stuff? That's kind of what double ear infection. Man, there's nothing worse than an ear infection and a toothache, I think. Ooh, that is the worst. Yeah, it's going around. It's going around. I know all the kiddos at Sam's school are sick. Now Emily's got it, my 20-year-old, and she's in college. So unless she's running a fever, I'm like, girl, you got to go to school. You got to do the thing. You got to go to school. So, it was, COVID. Ugh, I don't have COVID. Thank the Lord. But, yeah, all those things. Yes, the shower things. You got to do all the things, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play with some wax tonight. I will probably do a little bit of mixing with some, and then I'm going to make a pretty I don't know if it'll end up being a Valentine. I mean, you never know what Kelley's going to do, right? A Valentine-y card. I don't know, springy colors, but we're going to have some fun. All right, so I'm going to go down here to my desk view here. I've got all my goodies set out. So I'm going to start by lighting my little tea lights, and we can get those warmed up. And I'm going to get 2 going at the same time since we're going to do a bunch tonight. And then I've got the new little melters. Okay, so this is the fleur-de-lis. And all 3 of them this time have that where it's going to give us that more of a 3D look to them. So we've got that one. We have a more simple little heart. And then we have the really pretty rose. And I wanted to show you. I left this one so I could show you. But this is a little trick that I do when I find like the side that I like or that I think would be like right side up. And this is especially if you're going to add this directly to your envelopes or onto your cards, any kind of paper really. I always mark like what would be facing me. So like the bottom of the stem of the rose right here, I always kind of eyeball it here and mark it. That way I know like when I flip it around here and I'm putting it on paper that I want my little Sharpie mark to face towards me. And then that way I know that whatever the design is going to be, I know it's going to be right side up, all the time. Now the heart is shaped like a heart, so I didn't mark that one because it's going to be easy to see. Okay, so let's pour out some of our wax, and then we can figure out. And if you guys want to see like what a color combination would look like together, put it there in the comments, and I can mix those together. But all of these are going to match our paper pads and things. So I know it doesn't matter how we mix and match all these colors, they're all going to be really pretty together. So, let's see here. Let's do, and some of these, like the gold, that one blew out. Let's relight this one. The gold has a little bit of shimmer to it. Let me set it. Sometimes you got to let it breathe just a little bit. The gold has some shimmer or a little bit of iridescence to it, and so does one of the greens, but then some of the green in here, and it just went out again. Some of the green is matte. So it just depends on, you know, what you want it to look like. And you can mix like a matte and a shimmer and get the shimmer that kind of swirls together. I don't know if this one's going to play very nicely. I hope so, because I like to do burn two at one time. I'm going to let that burn down for a second so it does its thing. Okay, so let's do, in this one that I already have going, let's do some pinks. And I like to go with about 3 wax melts, depending on, you know, how big and messy you want it to look. But I'm going to start out with a 3. And then for those of you that haven't seen how our wax stuff works, this is our little silicone mat that is designed. You can ink blend on it. You can pour your wax melts directly on here. And it also has these really nice little wells here. So if you want a perfect circle, you can pour your wax directly into the little wells. But this is also really good spots if you have like re-inkers or something like that, and you want to do like a little bit of messy watercoloring or something like that. You can really use this for all kinds of things. Okay, so maybe we do a kind of pinky colored rose. Maybe we try the rose to see what that's going to look like. And I hope I can get this one going. You know, when you have to kind of let the candle, like let it breathe a little bit, that one is not wanting to go. So we're going to do this. Let's see. I think the silicone mat really helps. It does. And, you know, some people have asked, no, there we go, how this compares to like the waffle flower stencil mats and things like that. You can see here how thick this is. This is a lot thicker silicone than the waffle flower mats are. And so I don't know if that, you know, makes any difference to you or not. And I've not tried pouring this onto my waffle flower mat. I'm sure it would be fine, but this is just really nice and thick and heavy duty. Okay, so we've got this here. I'm going to use the little part of the spoon that has the little well that it's all going to just kind of drip out of. And then to clean out my spoon while it's really nice and hot, I have a whole bunch of just, you see how gunky this cloth is? I just take it, and I have to be careful with my fingers not to burn myself, but I just clean the hot wax out just like that. A lot of people, I've heard you guys in the comments, re-melt it, and then you can mix more in there. You guys know that I'm a lazy crafter and I don't do that, but we could certainly do that. Okay, so let's see. This one I think is going to be a dud because my little tea light is too high, but maybe we can get 2 spoons going at a time. All right, so what colors do you guys want to see next? And I can kind of put it in my spoon. All right, so here is our little rose. And if I want to be really careful, I can kind of pop it up like that and I can hold it. But do you see how it's going to give you that more like raised 3D effect on the stamper? That is something new that we've not done ever, the little 3D looking. All right, let's see here. Green shimmer. Okay, I see green shimmer. Green and gold. So let's do, let me make sure. Okay, I've got 2 green shimmers, and let's do 1 gold in there. and let's see what we get. So we're going to mix all those together, and I kind of like to let them, let's see if I can move this little guy right down here so maybe we can see better. Kind of let them melt for a second, and then you can take, we have a little stirring tool, or you can take like your dye pick or whatever and just give it just a little bit of a swirl, and then we'll pour it out. I think this one would probably be really pretty with the fleur-de-lis. What do you guys think? Since the colors are so elegant here, I think that would be really pretty. Let's see, can you pour in the well for a perfect second? Yes, expressive paper, you can. To me, it takes more wax melts to really fit that circle than if you free pour, but I'll show you one of those next, and I'll add more wax in the spoon. That way we can get a look at that. So let's do for those, let's do the creamy color. And I'm going to do about, let's see how many's in there. 3, 4, I'm going to do 5 in that one. And then we'll pour that one in the well and do it. Okay, so this one is almost melted down. You can see we've just got a little bit of that gold that I'm going to let do its thing. And then we'll do the fleur-de-lis next. Let's see, a sunflower. Ooh, a sunflower. Sunflowers are my favorite flower ever. Let's see, did I see Miss Gail on here somewhere? Hey, Gail, I just sent you an email, Miss Gail. So let's see here. If I poke my little pokey tool in here, oh yeah, buddy. All right, so I'm just going to, I don't want to stir it up a whole lot, but I'm going to do that much. And then I may have mixed too much of the gold in there together. We'll see. It's going to be awfully shimmery either way. And I want to get all that good wax out of there. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a wipe down, and let's go ahead and place that down. Okay, and then while that one is kind of setting up a little bit, let's go ahead and put these little creamy colors in there. There's 5 of them in there, so we're going to get a big one. Let me clean off my little thing. And then I'm going to let this sit for just a second. And I'll show you another little trick with the little pins. So I just kind of rock this back when I think it's dried. And you can see how pretty that is. We didn't get a lot of the gold look in there, but I'll show you another little trick. There's a lot of gold shimmer, though, mixed, see, in the outside. It didn't give us a good swirl, but we sure did get a lot of that shimmer in there. Isn't that elegant, I think? This would be really pretty for like wedding cards and anniversary and things like that. So I'm going to lay that there, and we're going to let that do its thing. While that is doing its thing, let me show you my little trick. Okay, so these are the Pin Touch markers, and some of you have probably seen me play with these before, but this is the gold, and it's like a paint pen. Do you hear the little ball or whatever that is in there that mixes up the paint? Well, you can take these, and I'm going to start these on, I don't know what I did with my little Post-it notes that I had up here. There's no telling, but I'm going to grab a little piece of scrap paper over here. And you can kind of start it off on, something else. And then you can take it to your raised design and then add that paint directly onto the raised design. And the pins, they come in different like tips. And so if you wanted to do certain areas, so let's say I only wanted to do, parts of this fleur-de-lis of the raised design. Let's say I wanted to get the main top and bottom points, and then just some of the swirls or maybe the little dots around the edges. You can really get into the little bitty bits and bobs here and there. And then I'll move out of the way here in just a second so you all can see that. Okay, now let me hold it up so I can kind of shine it in the light. But it's going to give you, do you see now where the gold from the pin is added to that? So it just adds a little something special. And there's gold pins, there's rose gold, there's white, there's black, there's silver. So it's really like whatever color that you wanted to add to that. I'm going to set that right there. Okay, so our creamy color wax is about melted down here. Let me give it a little shimmy here to check it. And then this time I'm going to pour it into the well. And we'll do the heart this time. We haven't done that one yet. But I'm going to take it and I want to get really good coverage. So I'm going to kind of swirl it around a little bit. And I want to let all that good wax like really drip in there. And I'm going to put that in my little cloth, take my heart, and then I'm going to give this a good shimmy. And I still may not get like the perfect round seal, but it's going to be pretty close. Okay. Oops, that's Tanya. Hello. Yes, Tanya's got the little guy. All right, so let's take my clean spoon and let's set that up there. I'm going to clean this one off while it's still hot. I'm tempted to just drip the wax on the card, on flowers, etc., as an accent embellish, or a little wax drips instead of drip. Oh, that would be fun to try. You could totally try that, especially like the shimmery one, the shimmery little wax. That might be fun. And it might be fun to do like one of your, like our little postage stuff. I'm going to go here so we can feel like we're chatting with one another. But all right, like the little postage stuff, and have maybe a wax melt or, you know, something like that with your little postcards, and then have some little drips around it. That's where my crazy crafty brain goes. Okay, so let's try, I'm going to hold my hand here. Let's try the matte green. I'm going to try, let's do 2 matte greens and 2 gold shimmers together. And then let's see if that gives us like a better swirl. Since both of them were shimmery before, let's see what we get this time. This is all just like playing with craft supplies. All right, now I'm going to look up here in the comments and let's see what we've got here. Let's see here. Amy R., how are you, my friend? Let's see. I use a popsicle stick to get all the wax melt out. That's smart. Let's see here. How cute. That's ever Tanya pictures all the time. Yes, Tanya's baby is sweet. And he helps her craft. I saw pictures the other day where he was helping her. I'm sure that he was just a huge help. Okay, here is one of those little pin touch pins that is white. So if you want to do snowflakes or wedding cards or something like that. And I know that I have more in my little bin of pins and things over here, but you know. Okay, so this one here has been setting up for a while. So let me see if I can remove it. Okay, so the whole thing came out. That's no big deal. All you have to do is kind of gently pull it back and it's going to come right off of there. Okay, now you see where it came up on the lip on this side, and then this side is a little wonky. I'm not as good at pouring them in here to get the perfect circle as I am just pouring it out onto the thing. I don't know why. I've seen some of our design team members that can like pour it right in there and it comes out in the perfect little circle. Okay, so this time with this, and you guys, let me go back here so you can see. We have a really good split of those colors this time, and I don't think I should stir it. What do you guys think? I think I should maybe pour it out and kind of do this number. Let's see. Yeah, Amy plays with the wax seals a lot. Perfection is overrated. I love that. And you know me, I'm just I don't know why I love it when it's like gloppy and gloopy like that, but it's reminiscent to me of like the old timey letters when, I don't know, people used to have to put seals on them, and I don't know, stuff like that. Okay, so I think we're really good to go here. Look at that split between the matte green and the gold. And let's do a pour. And let's see what we get. This one's making me nervous. Okay, so we're going to pour it out. Oh, baby. That one is going to be really pretty. I think that may be the trick, is to do like a matte with a shimmer. Okay, do you see it this time? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let me lay that aside. And then let's do the fleur-de-lis again. This one might be my favorite, and I'm just going to plop it in, and then let's see what we get. Oh, I like it. Yeah, I think that don't mix, just pour. It will mix on its own and look gorgeous. See, this is why we listen to the master, Amy R. The master of, I told somebody today in an email, Amy, that I'm the jack of all trades, the master of none, because people are still surprised, I think, when they write into customer care and then I answer the emails. They're like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Answer the emails. Because we do a little bit of everything, but we're a master of nothing. That's how I feel a lot of times. Okay, what colors do you want to see? Any more mixes together? What colors would you guys like to see? Like a pink and a white, or a green and a white, or so. Holler at me there in the comments and let me know. And then while you guys are doing that, I'm going to lift this fleur-de-lis. Oh boy, look at that. That is a fancy one. Okay, I'm going to move these aside and I'm going to pull this up. That is super cool. Okay, so this is the one that we mixed the gold in, and then we painted the gold on the top. And then this is the matte green and the shimmery gold mixed. Ooh boy, I like both of them. I like them a lot. Okay, I'm going to look at your colors here. All right, pink and white using the heart. That one's rose and gold. Ooh, that would be pretty. Okay, I'd have to buy leveling for my table. I have, you know what levels my table? You guys are going to laugh at me because, believe it or not, I don't have a fancy craft room. So let's do the rose, and I think I saw white first. So let's do that. I have a couple of extra acrylic blocks under one side of my desk because my desk was wonky. And I'm like, okay, what do I have a lot of that is about that tall? Acrylic blocks. And my husband was like, would you really like me to fix those for you? And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's all fine. It's perfect. Okay, so we're going to do the white and the rosy color with a heart, and then we'll do another one with a rose. I saw something, let's see, the matte green and rose. That would be pretty. Hot glue. I have not tried the hot glue wax stuff. I've seen it like on Pinterest and things, but I have not like used it myself. I did wax seals on wedding invitations. I need to get some kind of, especially when we start doing springtime cards. I guess I could do it now. I want to try like the dried flowers and things on a card, either that or, I mean, you could use like Lovely Layers die cuts and things like that. I think it was Bobby that did a whole bunch of cards a while back that she used like dried flowers and things on her cards with the wax, and it was really pretty. Something different. I think it would be pretty for Mother's Day or something. Irene did too. Yes. Let's see. Add home repair with acrylic box to your jacket. Yes, Betsy. Absolutely. My husband came in and he you know, he's like the Mr. Fix It. Okay, I'm resisting the urge to stir this, Amy. And he was like, why is your table up on acrylic blocks? Because it was fast and easy. And I have like the IKEA desk stuff. And he was like, well, you know, you can adjust the legs of that. And I was like, yes, I know. But acrylic blocks, I mean, just raising up the one side and shoving it under there. That was so much faster than, you know, doing all the fancy stuff. And plus, I'm sure when I wanted the side of it raised up, you know, he's not home to do all that. Oh boy, this is going to be another good one. Oh boy, I want a little bit of the pink right down in there to get it. Look at that. It looks like candy or something. I don't know. Okay, got our heart. So let's put that one in there and let that go. All right, and then I saw some pink and gold, I think, for mixes. So we'll get some pink and gold going here. I think 4. Let's try. Do I want to try? Let's try 3. All right, let's do 2 pink and 1 gold. Because do you see how big these come out that way when you add a whole bunch? This is 4. This is 3 wax melts. This is 3 wax melts. That's 5. This is 4. So let's see what 3 looks like. It just it depends on how much you want to kind of ooze out around the edges. Pretty and pink. You can roast marshmallows while you do this too. I totally could. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute. This one almost looks like a creamsicle heart or something. And you get, when you tilt it in the light, I'm getting the shimmer of the pink right up here in the top. And then the white. I like these little swirlies. So cute. Okay. And I think we need to do another rose one. Okay, so I got my rose all ready to go. And let's see, what other colors do we need to do? Pink and green. Should we try pink and green? Let's try shimmery pink and matte green. Okay, so shimmer pink, and let me find the matte green. Like that. And we'll do that one after we do that one. Okay. Busy playing with all my new little tag. Love the shimmer. White and gold, says Irene. Okay. Received my, oh, yay, Nanette. Love everything. Cool. Tie-dye. That would be cool. It would be cool to have almost like fluorescent colors or a super vibrant. Maybe for summertime, that would be fun to have super vibrant colors. Okay, I'm resisting the urge to stir. And we did 2 pink, so we can see we're going to get a lot of pink there and just a little bit of gold. And this is one of those crafty things. Maybe this is what makes me nervous, is like you have zero control over, you have a little bit of control, but not a whole lot of control over the finished product. And so but I do like the wonky shape. So I don't know. I'm weird like that, I guess. All right. I'm resisting the urge to stir that little nugget right there. It's looking pretty. Ooh, glitter. Can you mix an ink in with a wax to make a custom color, or will it ruin the wax? I don't think it would ruin it. Amy, is Amy still here? Amy can tell you all that stuff because she experiments a lot more than I do. She could probably tell you. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. You guys can't see it yet. Hold on. Let me get all the goodness out of there. Ooh, that one is so pretty. Okay. Rose. Okay, and there we go. I wouldn't, LOL. Okay. So she's saying no. I mean, I think you could probably experiment with it. Let's say if it's like I don't know if I would use like, what is it? Like alcohol inks and things with it. What is she saying? Water-based inks and wax don't play well together, in my opinion, though one could try. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Hey, Keiko. That's what I was going to say too. I mean, you could try anything. But who knows what it might turn out like. I do think I want to try one with glitter on it though. Somebody has my my interest peaked here. I'm gonna grab my glitter. Let's see here. We're gonna make it like a sugared heart here in just a second. All right, glitter could work. Yeah, I'm thinking glitter. You know what? I think I'm going to try like a pink heart, maybe, and then like sugar it with the clear rock candy. Okay, so I'm going to pull back my rose, and it's a little bit wonky, but it honestly turned like really like rose gold. Look at that. Isn't that fun? And I got a little wonky with my thing here. But look at that, the pink and the gold together. That's fun. Okay, so we're letting these little guys go. All right, so for my sugared heart, so let's do all pink. So let's do, let's do 3. I'm going to pour those in there. And then this is the Distress Clear Rock Candy glitter that I just have in a different jar that we're going to do like a sugared heart here in just a second. We're going to see what it turns out like. Let's see here. Teresa, I know. I like to know things, and I'm a self-admitted know-it-all. That's cute. Let's see here. I've seen, I missed it. I've seen someone using gold mica flakes and a base. Ooh. Okay. That one's taken a little bit because it's a lot of wax. All right. Sugar cookies. Yes. Let's chat while we. Oh, hello, David or Julia. Let's see here. I really enjoy using wax seals. They're so fun. Did it for a long time ago. It brings back, it does. They're fun. They're a little something different. Did someone say sugar cookies? I know. That would be fun at Christmas time, wouldn't it? Little sugar cookies. Okay. Slowly but surely, our pink and green are melting. We've got bubbles even. It's like a science experiment every time. I'm going to see if I have another tea light too. No. For whatever reason, when they're burned through just a little bit, they do better. And because when you put the spoon on top, it puts the flame out for whatever reason. I don't know the scientific reasoning behind that. Okay, so what are we going to stamp with the green and pink? Let's see here. I bought flakes of all colors. Now we need a snack. I know, right? It is about snack time. Pink and green. Yep. Pink and green. Should I do another rose in the pink and green maybe? Yep. So we've got the solid pink. We've got pink and gold. We've got our fleur-de-lis. We've got our creamy color heart and then our pink and cream heart. Rose. I think let's see, do a heart with the green and pink. Do a heart. I guess I could sprinkle glitter on that one, huh? I think glitter goes with everything. Okay, I think we're good. So let's pour. Maybe it won't make mud. No, it looks like we're going to be safe. All right. Let's sprinkle. Okay, and then we've got the heart. All right, let's see. It's a whole science experiment here. Let's see here. How about the big special edition of the glitter is magic. It is. I usually only pull it out at Christmas. I don't know. We're going to find out. This is a whole experiment for all of us because I don't know if the glitter is going to sink in there and then not show up. We're about to find out. Nope, not done yet. Ooh, wax seals. We're just having, I've been sick, Dawn. So we're just playing and we're all just doing science experiments together tonight. And all of our friends are just here. We're just having a good old time. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. We're a little glittery. And that's my boo-boo right there where I touched it. So let me hold this up. Maybe a different color would show it more. See the glitter? It worked. That's fun. Yeah, that's my little thumbprint. That's cute. Okay, so glitter works. So I think we need to do another one. Okay, let's do pink with glitter. Ooh, I know. Let's see. Now you got me going through my drawers to see what all I can find over here. Those are big flakes. Mica flakes. This is almost like a disco. I don't even know where I got this one. Do you see this one? Okay. And I can tell my flame is getting really low. I wish I had. Do you remember the like gilding flakes that we all used to have? I wish I had some of those. But I honestly think that Emily, my daughter, has confiscated them. And I don't know where they are. I'm going to let this just burn for a minute so it kind of burns down. So it will act nicer here in a minute when we try to do it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Can you make a pink rose with a green background? Pour pink first and then do green. Just a suggestion. Maybe I can try. I'll try that. I've never tried to do it like a double pour. Embossing powder does not make me think of craft things. I never thought about adding stuff to the wax, but now I'm getting more ideas. Yeah. What is a chunky, more sparkle? That's what I'm thinking. This one is so chunky. See, and it's like a disco in there. Not that I've ever been to a disco, but that's what I imagine it to look like. Maybe I should say, my daughter would say that this looks like a Taylor Swift concert or something like that. Like, look at all the yummy goodness in there. Okay, come on, little wax. Ooh, that glitter makes me glad that I got an electric spoon holder instead of having to do the candles. Yeah, and you know, I could do, like, I've done my embossing tool. I've used that. I didn't know they had electric spoons though. That's fancy schmancy. I've seen the double poured pink and green one on YouTube. Well, of course, because we find all the good things on YouTube. Okay, I think we've almost got it. All right, so let's pour. Come on. Come all the way out. And then let's add a pinch of the disco. I'm going to have glitter all over my house now, but that's okay. All for the name of crafts and science. Okay, here we go. Yes, my daughter got me an electric one for Christmas. Okay, I'm going to have to, doing multiple pours is not easy. I haven't had time to experiment with it. Well, we're about to try it. And it may flop, but you know what? It's fine. All right, let me clean my spoon. And I need to let that one heat and remelt that wax, or I can use it here in a second. Let's see if this one's going to play nice now. Nope. It went right out. Come on. There we go. Okay, so green. Let's do matte green for a background. Let's do 3. Please don't go out. There we go. And then pink. Let's do maybe 2 pink. All right, now let's see what the disco looks like. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. That's a fun little one. That would especially be fun like during the holidays. Look at my finger. See what I mean about I'm going to find it everywhere? Chunky glitter's fun. So here's the subtle like rock candy, which is really going to take on the shade of like whatever it's with, and then chunky glitter. Super fun. Oh, and that one's still got green in it. We're gonna have a mess, okay? But we're experimenting, right? We're gonna have a hot mess, but it's all well and good. Let's see what you guys. Let's see. The candles need oxygen. Yes. Yeah, it's because it's a brand new tea light, and so the wax in the tea light is really high. And then when you lay the spoon in the little circle, it drowns out the flame. Yep, you're exactly right. We've got something going here, though, now. I've got it cocked to the side, so it's getting lots of air through this side. This one is going to be a mess, but we're gonna make it work. And we're going to try the double pour. Let me get all my little stuff ready here. We're all a hot mess. Trim the wick. Yeah, you know, who is that said that? Zan, you would, you know. I'm going to blame cold medicine. It's not really, but we're going to say that. Okay, so there is the green, okay? And then I'm going to pour just kind of like maybe right in here. Okay, and then let's do the rose. Now, I don't know if this is how you do that. Let's see. Did you get what your little one? Yes, Dawn, I did. We've all had it at this point. Now my daughter Emily's got it. I think I'm going to do this tomorrow. Yeah, play. You got to play. Playing all the things. And I'm going to let that sit. I have seen one of our design team, and I apologize because I can't remember who it was, who poured it, and then they actually poured the wax on here and then scraped it off and then was able to add it like that. I tried that. I could not get that to work. Like, I couldn't do that. Okay, not horrendous. I think if we played at it for a minute, it's not horrendous, but I think it could be better, especially if I had done a whole bunch of the pink, like up in here, and then maybe left some of this green. But I think you could play at that and work with it. Then I don't know. See, they did something like this kind of thing. Wonder if I can like re-put the thing on here. Okay. No, we're really experimenting now. We're going to see. Perfectly perfect. Yes, see that. Okay, green and white. Daniel West has a video on layering the wax. Okay, I got to look up, Gail. I got to look up Daniel West. We're going to see what this does. Since I poured it into the little well for the little rose. Let's see. Keiko tried it too. I think you need to heat up the stamper to succeed. Oh boy, I probably just ruined it. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's a blob. It's got a little nubbin on it. Hold on. Do you see the little nubbin? You can't layer on those seals that are 3D like the rose and the fleur-de-lis. You can't layer. No, you can't, because now we've got a nubbin. I want it won't come back off. But she's interesting. We won't be using that one. We may be remelting that one and playing with that one. Okay, are there any other colors that we want to see before we, I feel like I'm inside. I know. Did you guys know that I used to be a science teacher? I did. I used to be a middle school science teacher, if you can believe that. Elementary and middle school. Okay, so I've got more of these, but are there any other colors that you want to see mixed together, like the white and the gold? I think I saw that one, white and gold. Good night. Sometimes you just have to try just the gold. Okay, we can do just gold. And you want to see gold with which stamper? The heart, the fleur-de-lis, or the rose? Dark green and gold. This was fun. I want to be in your class. It was fun. I don't know that I could teach nowadays. Like, I don't know how teachers do it. Once I had my kiddos, I stayed home and homeschooled my kiddos. We moved around a lot, obviously, because my husband is Air Force. And so I stayed home with my kids. And Sam goes to school now. He goes to a little private school here in town. But I don't know that I could teach school like I used to. Me either. I like the flowers. Okay, did we decide on a stamper for this one, for the gold? I like the flowers. The heart, we could. I had a great science teacher in middle school. We did experiments, and they didn't even do it in high school. Now, that's what I did. We had a lot of fun. I had fun. I was super young, out of college. I had a lot of fun. That was before I was a mom and tired. But I had fun homeschooling my kids too. My kids probably didn't think so. My daughter teaches kindergarten. She has 20. Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm. All right, we've got the gold one going. Let's see here. I had a lot of energy. We did a lot of outdoor school when the weather was nice. I spent a lot of time with my kids at school. I ate lunch with them. I played at recess with them. They were really good kids. And you know what's sad? Maybe not. They're all grown and have their own kiddos and things these days. It's just like bizarre to see them on Facebook or whatever, because I remember when they were just snot-nosed little 6th graders, but they were fun for the most part. Okay, gold. So let's do a gold. I don't know if you guys said fleur-de-lis. Okay, I just looked up and saw that. That's what we're going to do. Let's do an all gold fleur-de-lis. Let's get all that good yummy wax out of there. Put it over here in my little dirty cloth. And then we'll let it go. Okay. All right. And then one last one. I'll do a golden white one more for Miss Gretchen. And then I will let you guys go night-night. I'm going to go night-night. I know that. All right, so let's take a look at our... Nope, it's got to set up just for a second. Just for a second. Not in bulk. Love the gold. Yeah, the gold is pretty. I use the gold on one of my little postcard cards that I did. I did all gold. All right, let's rock this back. And that's pretty. It's very just simple, elegant gold. It's when you start swirling them like this that you're going to get, ooh wee. That's pretty. This is a little more simple. Let me hold it up for you. And you get the little bit of shine in there. That's pretty. I love the shape of that one. All right, we're letting the gold and the white mix together. And I did 2 of the matte cream and then 1 gold. So we're going to get a swirl. Okay, Miss Gretchen, which one do you want me to stamp with it? Do you want the heart, the fleur-de-lis, or the rose? Let's see here. The rose. Okay, you got it. I think these 2 are fun. You guys might see me with doing some disco glitter on a card or something. That is fun, especially for like a fun birthday card. I'm going to have to pull that out when we do our birthday release. This stuff is happening, the disco glitter for sure. All right, I think it's going to be almost ready to go. Let's pour it. Okay, here we go. So I'm hoping that gold is going to come out. Let's swirl it. Oh boy, that looks like a fancy barista poured your coffee. Look at that. All right, so let's do the rose. Okay, we're going to let that set up. I like the ones that press up. Yes, the the little 3D aspect. We had not done these before. We had only done the ones that pressed down into the wax to do the design. We had not done these 3D ones, but I'm loving them. All right, we're going to let this last one set up just a little bit. This is a great science class. Oh my goodness. The last one looked pretty without, it did look pretty without the stamper. You could just let it dry like that in a little shimmery, fun blob. Oh, now look, I can't get it to go out now. Before it wouldn't stay lit, and now I can't get it to blow out. Doesn't that just figure? All right, so let's pull up this pretty rose. Oh boy, she's pretty. Okay, let me pull it up. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that be beautiful on a wedding card or an anniversary card with the cream and the gold? That's really pretty. That was a good choice, Miss Gretchen. That was a good one. All right, you guys, let's see here. Let me go back here. All right. Okay, now, I don't know that I'll use these exact, because we have some crazy science experiments going here. I don't know if I'll use these exact ones, but I'm going to use the colors that are in our wax melts with our pattern paper, and I'm going to do a card on Monday night using several of these. I've seen Amy do several like wax melt cards and several of our design team, and I think I'm going to blend it together with I have some ideas with the little die cuts that look like the little postage stamps. I think it would be cute with like several of them that, you know, look like little fun postage stamps. So, all right. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be hopefully 100%. You can see how crazy I look tonight by Monday. So I hope you'll come back and join me then. You guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yes, thank you all for your well wishes, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye, friends.